All right, late night update, guys. We have to go over Opendoor stock. It is not looking pretty. The stock went down over 15% on the day, and I think in our last update from this morning, I think it was down 5-6% when I made that video. So yeah, things got a lot worse, and I want to update you all on the charts. Go over what I'm looking to do, where I'm looking to buy, where this stock could go. We're going to cover everything. Of course, this is all my opinion, not financial advice. Do your own research, right? And with that being said, let's dive into it. Oh, by the way, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe, follow along for more content. And if you want to check out the portfolio updates, Patreon. That's where they're at, and that link is down below. Or go to stocksurfs.com/Patreon. So guys, look, Opendoor stock, like I said, went down 15%, $1.30 in the red today, and we cracked back into the sixes. You guys can see at about 3:30? Yeah, 3:40 p.m., right in that ballpark. So right near the end of the day, we hit a low of $6.91 right here, and we pretty much downtrended the entire day, continuing the overall downtrend on the 5-day, 5-minute. As you guys can see, we hit a fresh low with that move near close where we hit 691. So this does not look good overall for the bulls, but am I surprised? No. We literally called this out. I mean, honestly, looking back, I should have shorted the stock. I mean, hey, we called this out to a T. When it was at $10, $11, I was making videos talking about the pullback to $6, $7, and lo and behold, here we are. Here we are. $6, $7 a share is where we're at. And again, I mean, hindsight's 2020, but man, I should have shorted this stock. I would have made money on the downside, but I don't think there's much more money to be made on the downside where we're at now. That's the thing. That ship has sailed. I think if anything, man, yeah, maybe we go down another buck, maybe 50 cents a dollar, maybe. But if anything, I think we're gearing up for that big move, right? For that rebound, which I think you can see. I know you can see it as you pull the layers back. Now officially we're down from $11 pretty much to $7.10. We're officially down about 37%. So it's safe to say, man, we've seen profit taking. A lot of weak hands have been shaken out, and at this point, not to toot my own horn, but again, like we called out in that video about a week and a half ago, when it was at $10, $11, I said, guys, look, $6, $7 pullback, 180 SMA support on the 4-hour chart. That's where we could be going, and that's pretty much where we're at. So I say that to say this. I don't think this rally's over. I don't. I really don't. I don't think this is going to just crumble down to $2 or something. I know we have some big short sellers in this thing. Is Martin, you guys know Martin Shkreli. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he's short yet or if he's just doing due diligence now to go short. But yeah, he's on Twitter saying that he's going short, or I forget if he's already short or again, he's doing due diligence. He's talking to a bunch of ex-employees, this, that. So he's doing a lot of work there. But I don't know. I just don't think it's going to come back down to the levels where he does or other shorts think, where they think it's going to come down to $1, $2. I just don't see it. Yeah, it could come down to 5 maybe at the lower end in my opinion. But I think 6, 7 is where it's going to find support. Probably more towards $6. And yeah, that puts it right around the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart. And guys, that would be a nice dip opportunity, in my opinion. That's where I'm looking to buy the dip. I even got tempted to nibble a little bit right now today, but it's still a falling knife, guys. That's the reality. Opendoor is still a falling knife, and it could come down a little more, but man, I'm close to striking on this for a swing trade. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm super curious, but yeah, that's a quick rundown. This thing bled even more from when we made our video. I think it was right in this pocket right here. Open was like, what, almost at $8 when we made our video. And yeah, it fell a good chunk. So yeah, I mean, it's a falling knife. That's the reality. And if you look at this 30-minute chart, we're at a point now where we're getting a little oversold, a little too oversold. You're looking at this. I just drew the channel out. We're at the bottom of this channel right now on this 30-minute chart. How much lower are we going to get here? $6, $6.50? I mean, I don't see it getting much lower, like I've said time and time again throughout this video. So, yeah, I think we're going to get one of those days, especially if the overall market's green. Guys, look, today was not a great day. The indices all went down. Every one of them went down. So, I think Opendoor is going to see one of those explosive days. It's coming, especially next week. I think next week could be when we see some more momentum. But, yeah, we're going to have to shake it out here a little bit as the overall market's selling off. That's not going to help us here when it comes to Opendoor. But I'm telling you, man, looking at SPY, looking at QQQ, we got a much-needed pullback today. I think overall the indices are a bit overbought. So if we get a little cool off, I think that's good. That's going to set us up for that later in the year push, which is only going to help the entire market. Not every stock's going to go up, obviously. If only it was that easy. But I think it's going to help Opendoor get that rebound. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? That's pretty much it, I guess, for that part of the video, or for really the bulk meat and potatoes of the video, if you will. Yeah, we had a red day. S&P went down 0.5%. QQQ about 0.75%. Dow down 0.25%. Russell down about 0.1%. Not bad for the Russell, but the VIX went up 3%. So it was one of those days. And I'm eyeing up in the short term here, looking at SPY. I'll leave you guys with this. I'm eyeing up this 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. Notice how we have broken that before over the last couple of weeks, months here. So keep in mind, if this breaks, let's say we take 660 out, 661, we could fill the gap down towards 650. Keep that in mind. The 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart is at around 650 on SPY. That's where we could be going. Honestly, I kind of want that to happen. I want a little healthy pullback, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, though, just because I want it. But that is what I'm eyeing up here for that, nice setup for the end of the year push. And on QQQ, same thing. You know what I mean? We're holding the 50 right now. But the second that gives, it breaks, I think we go another $10 down a share, down to about 580. That would be a healthy spot for this to pull down to. But we'll see, guys. It's a waiting game. As always, it's a patience game. It is what it is. So that's a quick rundown on what's going on here, guys, with Opendoor. Quick breakdown on SPY and QQQ. And again, it's selling off, but we've seen this happen time and time again. I mean, look, back in July when this thing first started popping off, it went from 50 cents to about $5. Did you see that pullback after? I mean, this thing it collapsed. It went from $5 down to $1.75. That was a 65% drop, and then it went all the way to $10, $11. So I think this dip's going to get bought up. We're already down almost 40% on Opendoor. Sure, it could slip a little more. Keep that in mind, guys. I'm not saying this is the bottom. We don't know, but I think we're getting close. We're down 40%. It is a falling knife. Wait for the confirmation, but I think around $6 at the lowest, we're going to get buyers to come in, and it's going to start rebounding. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious where your head's at. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join the Patreon if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my real portfolio. That is linked down below. Or go to stasserfes.com/Patreon. STASSERFES.com. I know it's kind of hard to spell, but it's really not. But there's a lot of S's. STASSERFES.com/Patreon. Make sure you guys join if you want. No pressure, that is. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.